Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Ace and Friends. Riggins is waving at the camera if you're watching on YouTube. He always waves at the camera, which I find fascinating.
Good morning.
Well, it's good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hang on a second. I'm trying to find this message. The other day, Rob said he didn't want to do the trampoline. We talked about Rob, the trampoline flip when he's Scorpion, when he was a kid. He hasn't been on a trampoline ever since, even though he'd done the flip before. One mistake, and he decided never again. He's never jumped on a trampoline since. Yep. Rob, we got a message from Samantha, who listens to Ace and Friends every day. She said, Rob owes us the trampoline flip after he got away with not parallel parking.
Little trade-off.
Okay, I guess that's somewhat fair. Does she want me to break my neck and kill myself? Because that seems a little morbid.
No, I think people think you could do it.
Well, I'm glad everyone else has faith in me besides myself.
Yeah.
I picture it like when Bane breaks Batman's back. Just like over his and you're just broken forever.
Yeah. Would you talk like Bane after that, Rob?
I'll take any opportunity to talk like Bane.
Give us the line real quick.
You merely adopted the deck. I was born in it.
I would much rather parallel park than have to attempt a flip on a trampoline. That just seems way more dangerous. The flip.
Yeah, 100%.
You ain't been in a car with me.
Well, that is true.
I've never seen Riggins as relieved as the day that I decided, okay, we're not going to make Rob parallel park. He was like, oh, thank you, God.
Well, he was so uncomfortable with it, and you were just not, you're like a dog with a bone.
I just don't understand it.
I don't either.
It's not that difficult. Let's just parallel park and get it over with.
Well,
Park the damn car. Park the car.
I get it, but like, why can't you eat that? And they're like, I just don't want to eat it. Well, why not?
Well, just eat it.
Yeah, right. I mean, I get it.
We got stuff to do.
Yeah.
A lot coming up today.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
There is something, one of the most fascinating pieces of audio that I've heard in quite some time. It's a mindset I'll never understand. Coming up today. A lot of stuff going on today. But first, why Riggins has become the most eligible bachelor that you know. Next.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
So Riggins, explain why at the age of 36 you have now become the most eligible bachelor.
Because I have a library card. And I feel so much smarter, like, oh my gosh, he reads. Don't women want that? Like a smart guy, but also like handsome.
How do you?
And I'm not a model by any means, but I think women find that attractive.
You're a good-looking guy. You got a good head of hair.
Yeah.
You've got a great disposition. You're funny. You can play guitar.
Yeah.
Drop some John Mayer on them every now and then.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, and if I read too, and I'm not a big reader. I want to be a reader, but I'm not.
So that's my question. With a library card, would you do a library date?
No,
because part of showcasing how much you read would be showing the books in your house.
I kind of thought about that. I was like,
a library, so to speak, of books.
Yeah, and I do. I mean, I probably read 2 to 3 books a year. Not a lot, but a little bit. So I even liked the idea. I was like, I'll just have like the books out there. You know, she's like, oh, are those?
Yeah.
Like, go to the library?
There was a time when I had my big house. I had a really nice office and it had a fireplace in it, beams and all this kind of stuff, and a bookshelf. And the bookshelf was full of books.
Yeah.
And maybe when you saw them at first, you thought, look at that, he's a reader.
Oh my God, he reads. Exactly.
He reads. And then upon further inspection, you would get close to the books and realize that really most of what he reads, like, who needs the biography of Stephen Piercy of Rat?
Right.
Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
he's got 2 copies of The Dirt by Motley Crue.
Yeah.
You really have 2 copies of that?
Hardback and, paperback.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Do we need 4 books about LSU football?
Right.
Nope.
Yeah. The picture books. And
he's a reader, but it's not anything I would be interested in.
Yeah.
Rarely would there be something that would jump in there like, East of Eden.
Yeah, right.
Guess what? I own it. Haven't read it.
Yeah. Well, the librarian asked, she said, so what kind of books are you into? And I said, I don't know. What should I be into?
What would you suggest?
Yeah. I read the John Adams biography. That was the last big book I read, and that was great. But do I want to read about more presidents? Not really.
I was about to ask if you meant John Adams the president, because I don't think that would be an interesting read at all.
Oh, it's incredible.
I bet it is.
It's incredible.
I'll give you a book. I got to find it, the title of it, but it's by a guy who was Secret Service for 5 different presidents.
Oh, that's cool.
Fascinating.
That'd be
just fascinating.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, pretty incredible.
Yeah, so I just grabbed a bunch of random books, and I was like, all right, we'll try this again. Because now I'm like, oh, God, I don't know how to find anything. Remember, you got to go over to like the computer and start looking up through like the Dewey Decimal System, and they're telling you how to find it. But I was like, this is for another day.
You just walked over to the shelf and grabbed 2 books?
No, I found 2 books that looked interesting, and I started one last night. So, yeah, we'll see. And you know what? If I'm not into it, then guess that's okay. I'm not going to be.
Is the library card free?
It was free, yeah.
Well, so you're not out anything.
Yeah. Took 10 minutes, and it was, I want that's how they say that's how you support your libraries. That you go in and get a library card, and it's part of my community. So I thought it was a good thing to do.
Odds are you'll never go back.
Probably not.
Hold up. Are you ready? You ready? Ace and Friends.
Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
Ace and Friends.
One of my favorite series on TikTok is this woman who says, please explain to me what you mean by marriage is hard.
Yeah.
The responses are just phenomenal. Here we go.
Please explain to me what you mean by marriage is hard.
I'm not married, but my girlfriend's allergic to shrimp, and at least once a month we'll be at a restaurant and she'll order 3 shrimp tacos, and the waiter looks at her and goes, do you have any allergies? And she looks at the waiter and says, nope. And then she eats the tacos, and then she breaks out in hives, and then she takes Benadryl. And she's like, I can't believe I'm breaking out in hives. And I'm like, you're allergic.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you just want to kill I would want to kill.
That would make me, there's no way I could sit there and let that happen. Are there any allergies? Yes. Do not bring her shrimp tacos. She's allergic to shrimp tacos. Stop.
No.
But I want it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. But I want it.
Yeah. I love it so much.
You're not being fair.
And and I don't think it would be as bad if she recognized, I know I'm going to break out. But to say every time, I wonder why I'm breaking out.
Yeah.
That's the infuriating part to me. Not that you did something that you know is going to be bad for you. If you make that decision and you decide, okay, I'm going to take the Benadryl right. I just love these fish tacos, shrimp tacos. I'm going to take the Benadryl right after. Okay, cool. But to say every time, I don't know why I'm breaking out.
Yeah. Because now it's consuming his thoughts. As he's eating, he's just waiting for the moment. He's like, that's all I'm thinking about is I'm going to watch you be in pain with hives and irritated.
And you did it to yourself. You made the conscious decision to do this. I would have to keep Benadryl in the car. So when she orders the shrimp tacos, I would just get up and go out to the car, get the Benadryl, come back in and go, take this now.
You get up from the table and just leave her there.
Yeah. And that's a perfect example of like why is marriage hard? Why are relationships hard?
Yeah.
'Cause it's not the big things; it's those little things that you end up just wanting to kill the person over. That's kind of stuff. It's like the snowflake.
Yeah, I always think of in those cases, Riggins, your ex-girlfriend cutting what was she cutting in the pan?
Ground beef?
Yeah, with a knife and scratching your pans
with a
off.
fork and knife. My brand new pan. I'm like, it's called ground beef. There's no cut. You don't have to cut it. Yeah, on my nonstick pans, I had just gotten them. She was breaking up for like tacos or something, breaking up ground beef with a metal fork and knife.
What are you doing?
And I just like happened to walk by and went, "Oh my God!" But I didn't freak out. I kept my calm. But I just went on the radio the next day. I was like, "You're not gonna believe what this idiot did."
It's that much better.
That's the way you got to do it.
Coming up on Ace and Friends.
Just what you need. The good news. Next.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out, and so we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
The other day, Meredith was cleaning out her car and put a water bottle onto her car. And so I got home later the next day or so, and the water bottle was on my car instead. And she said, I said, what did you put the water bottle on my car for? She goes, I didn't have time to take it inside. I said, you could have just put it back in your car for a minute. Oh, I guess I could have.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, hang on, Rob. I want you to tell that story. That's fucking hilarious. Hang on a second.
Ace and Friends.
I know I said the good news was coming next. We got to get into it. Rob just told us something. Explain what just happened with you and your girlfriend of 9 years, Meredith, Rob.
Yeah, so she was cleaning out her car someday last week. And she found, like, both of us have those Owala water bottles.
Yeah.
And she cleaned it out, put it on top of her car, and that's the last time. I mean, because she knew she planned on taking it inside the house. I got home, or no, I got up after she had left one day, and I went out to my car, and I was like, why is the water bottle on my car now? So I texted her. I said, what did you put the water bottle on my car for? She goes, I didn't have time to take it inside. And I said, well, why didn't you put it back in your car?
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, I guess I could have done that. Because you know what I did when I got to my car and it was on my car, I was about to leave? I put it inside of my car.
Yeah. She just gave you her problem. My problem is now your problem.
I read the text message. I was like, surely she's trying to say something else here.
Yeah. That's a good example, though. I mean, it's not marriage, but y'all aren't married, but you're practically married.
Yeah.
Why marriage is hard. It's like when we first moved into our place, and Amanda was furious because I had locked the garage door. She said, we have the door from the garage into the kitchen. She said, we have a garage door. That's enough. I said, well, I like to be extra safe to make sure in case somebody got into the garage, they still wouldn't get into the house. Well, I can't get into the house. I said, why can't you get into the house? You have a key to that door. You have a key. I don't keep that key with me.
What?
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that locked either.
What?
We grew up the same way. The garage door would close, but we never locked the door from the garage to the house.
We always locked the garage door that I can remember either way, but I was just like being extra safe.
I agree. I get that.
But she was like, I said, you have a key. I don't understand the problem. I don't keep that key with me. Okay, well, how was I supposed to know that? That I gave you a key. You have a key to every door in the house and you just don't use it?
I guess not.
Apparently not.
Do you still lock that door?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fold it.
Yeah, on that one I did fold. I did because I figured, okay,
Good, though.
look, there's a door, there's a garage door there. I'll just let it go.
Good, yeah, absolutely. When you're wrong, you just make the concession. And
I wasn't wrong. There's no way you're wrong by locking the door, being safe. How are you wrong?
Yeah, it's unnecessary. That specific door. Every other door, absolutely lock it. But that one, you leave unlocked.
I'm going to disagree with you. If it were me and I had a garage.
Well, yeah, you're too doped up on Ambien to do anything. Somebody breaks in.
This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
This is Ace and Friends.
Have you known of the Be a Man series on TikTok for a long time, Riggins, or did you just now find him?
No, just scrolling through it. It pops up every once in a while.
It's one of those that I love when one of them pops up. If you're not familiar, it's this guy who's got a thick Boston accent that I think makes it even more fun.
Absolutely.
And he shares these videos about how to be a man.
If you're making sandwiches, always leave the knife hanging over the sink in case you want one later. Be a man.
Be a man.
Everything he showcases is something that will drive the woman in your life nuts.
I think so. And hanging the knife over, just teetering on the edge of the sink, must drive women crazy. It would drive. I always think about my mom because that sounds like something my dad would do.
I always think about me. It would drive me crazy. In most of those scenarios, it's the type of thing that would drive me nuts. Here's one more. This is great.
On Mother's Day, first thing in the morning, wake all the kids up, get them all excited and riled up, and sneak out and play 72 holes of golf. Be a man.
He just delivers them like straight face. And just be a man.
And he's just standing there in a baseball cap and a T-shirt looking at the camera. Be a man.
Be a man. Go play 72 holes of golf on Mother's Day. That is being a man.
Yeah, it's
old school.
That's that old school. I'm gonna do. That's like something my dad would do.
Absolutely.
And I will never forget being a little kid, sitting on the tailgate of the truck with the race car hooked up on a Sunday morning. My dad's holding the Alexandria Daily Town Talk in his hand, and he goes, "Oh, damn!" And I was like, "What is it, Dad?" He goes, "Ooh, today's our anniversary." And we went on to the racetrack.
Yeah.
And I didn't think anything about it as a kid. I didn't understand. But in hindsight, you look back and go, damn, what were you doing?
He's like, well, I'm not going to not go to the
I'm
racetrack because it's my anniversary.
All right, let's see one more.
Hang a picture of your wife on the kitchen wall that says Employee of the Month. Be a man.
Be a man. Well, I tell you, last week my dad went to the beach for a golf tournament. Yeah. He was gone for 4 days. They have one car. They share a car now. I said, so where's she's not going with you? He goes, no, she's going to stay at the house. I went, well, you're leaving her without a car for 4 days? And he goes, hey, she's got the golf cart. Be a man. He didn't say that, but that's what happened.
That's essentially what he was saying. Yeah. Well, with the golf cart, she can get to the little store and everything.
I guess, yeah.
But she just couldn't go out. She couldn't leave outside the community.
No. Yeah. He locked her down.
Be a man.
Yeah. Be a man.
This is Ace and Friends.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
Fun, funny, and fast. This is the Ace and Friends show. Follow us at Ace Cannon Media, at Ace at Large. There is a list out of 8 common pieces of advice that we should stop following. These are things you have heard, your parents heard them, they've been passed down from generation to generation, and they are not necessarily, nor some of them have they ever been true.
Okay.
Then it's time we stop following these pieces of advice. For example, don't go to bed angry. The idea is that it can be better than arguing when you're tired and irritable. You can be mad and go to bed, and maybe things the next morning, the time will have given you a different perspective. If nothing else, a chance to cool off and approach and go, hey, what we were arguing about last night, you can have a conversation or realize not worth it. Also, never give up. Hey, sometimes if something's not working, you got to let it go. You got to move on to something else. Never give up that dream of being a doctor unless you realize while you're in undergraduate school, I'm not smart enough to be a doctor.
I'm stupid.
I'm not doing well in these science classes.
I don't like this advice.
Common pieces of advice we should stop following. When there's a bully, just ignore them. They point out most bullies won't stop just because you ignore them.
Oh, yeah, I agree with this.
Sometimes the situation has got to be addressed.
Yeah. Yeah, punch that bully in the head.
Yeah. Let's see. Tough it out. They say not always. Talk about it. Take breaks. Think it over. Take care of yourself. You'll run yourself into the ground. Maybe you don't need to just tough it out and keep going. Maybe you need to stop and just kind of step back for a minute and take a little perspective. Forgive and forget. Common piece of advice that you don't necessarily need to follow. Forgive, but don't forget.
Yeah.
I learned this in therapy. You don't have to forget something to forgive someone.
Right.
They say 9 out of 10 times people's poor behavior, that's part of a pattern. So there's no forgetting. Remember, forgive them, but then just make sure you don't allow that information to repeat itself again. And then treat people the way you want to be treated. Somebody said you're going to get taken advantage of. It should say treat people the way they treat you.
No.
Respond in kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
So the full list is at BuzzFeed.com. Just a few things that you, common expressions that you hear all the time that we don't necessarily need to be following.
They're like, just give up.
Sometimes you look at it, just reevaluate, just give up and move on to the next thing. Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're again going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
Quick question. Don't give it any thought. Ted D. Rob, would you want to be president?
No.
Riggins, would you want to be president?
Yes.
As would I. Americans agree, however, overwhelmingly nobody wants to be president. A new poll asked more than 5,000 Americans, have you ever wanted to be the president of the United States? 73% straight up said no. Another 15% said yes, but when they were a kid, not as an adult. That accounts for, 88% of the 5,000 people surveyed. As an adult, they do not want to be president of the United States. They said only 8% of the people who took the survey, some said I'm not sure. 8%. Only 8% said, yeah, I want to be president as an adult.
Of course.
And I said it was pretty much split evenly among Republicans, Democrats, and independents.
Oh, I mean, is it stressful? Absolutely. Do a lot of people hate you? Absolutely. But you have the opportunity to be one of the most important people in the world, in the history of the world.
You have the opportunity to change lives for the better. You have the opportunity to make millions of people's lives better.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Disagree.
I would love to be the president of the United States.
Oh, to walk out and give a speech like you just killed like the biggest terror, that would be the most exciting part. Hell yeah, we got him. We killed him. Those are amazing.
To be able to inspire hope and to give people an idea that they can be anything they want to be, as opposed to some of the shit that people get now. Like to be able to tell you, look, you can do this. Look at me. I'm an idiot. I'm the president.
Yeah, right.
If I can do it, there's no telling what you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on me.
Exactly. Fool me twice. Won't get fooled again. And I love that song, Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who. And every time I hear it now, I hear George Bush. Don't get fooled again.
Ace, you would not have handled it well if a guy threw a shoe at you like they did at President Bush. you would have stormed out there and tried to...
Y'all better duck. No,
Ace is about to chase that dude out of that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd have been all right. It's different when you're the president. A lot of things just like, whatever, man.
You can't punch holes in the Oval Office.
Who said?
But see, the things that frustrate me in life wouldn't be a part of that my day-to-day operation.
Oh, I disagree.
I'm good under pressure. No, it wouldn't. Those things that I deal with on a daily basis that I find so frustrating would not be day-to-day concerns.
Well, it would fix your money concerns, right? They get a pretty good salary, right?
They don't have that much money, but you don't have to worry about anything. I mean, you just get to focus on work. All you do as president is you focus on work. Great. The work is making the world a better place. I got that. That's not a problem. I got the answers.
I don't know about that.
And I get the opportunity to convince you that I've got the answers. Vlad.
No, we don't want you.
Sit down, buddy. Sit down. Let's just take a minute. Just relax. Tell you what. Let's go out. We're going to jump on this trampoline, and we're going to talk a little bit.
No president's ever taken the trampoline route. That's how he's going to stand.
And that's their problem. I mean, you can't not have a good time on a trampoline. So we're going to jump on this trampoline a little bit, and we're going to talk this thing out.
Yeah. President Cannon, have you employed your trampoline method yet?
Not yet. I'm saving that for a last resort.
Vlad doesn't look like he's ready to get on a trampoline. He seems a little more serious.
I'm not going to give him a choice.
What? We're about to get in a daggum wrestling match on this trampoline.
Hey, you and I both know you want to get on the trampoline. You're a fit man. Look at you. You're fit. You're stout. You want to jump on the trampoline. Let's just do it. Forget the cameras, man. Get on the trampoline. Let's talk about this Ukraine thing. See if we can't fix this thing up. Do a backflip. I bet you can. Do a back. You got it. I know you're 80, but do a backflip. If you can do a backflip, we can settle this Ukraine thing right here. That's it. And people would marvel, like, this is maybe the greatest president we've ever had.
Yeah, maybe.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Hey, it's Ace, and for a long time, we've told you about Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, and how phenomenal a job they did helping me with my left wrist. Well, this is Neil. Neil Simler is a member of the Ace and TJ Radio family. Neil, you took the free consultation to have them check out your elbow and talk about what happened just when you went for the free consultation.
They were very straightforward and let me know that they weren't going to treat any of my ailments if they weren't 100% sure that they were going to be able to effectively help my issue. And never once were they pushy with trying to get me to spend more money and do, the higher end shots.
Now, 3 months later, how do you feel?
I'm 95% better, if not 100%. It's just been one of the best decisions I've made. Do yourself a favor, get out there as soon as possible.
Set up your free consultation today at acetj.com/neogenics. It's Neogenix. Neogenics, Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic.
This is Ace and Friends.
If you sit down to a nice meal, what will ruin that meal in an instant? Whether it's at home or in a restaurant. I only ask this because We have a radio friend who lives in South Florida. Her name is Virginia. And over the weekend, they went to an IHOP. She posted about it on her social media. And her husband wasn't paying attention while he was talking. He picked up the coffee instead of the syrup, and he poured coffee over his pancakes.
My gosh.
And then realized, well, that's done.
Yeah.
Never took a bite.
That sucks.
You're really oblivious if you do that. He was just
talking and kind of like, oh, I need coffee. I'm gonna pour myself more. I'm getting more coffee, and I need to get. And he just picked it up and just poured. Like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Meal ruined. And it made me think though. One time, and I think about this so often. When I was a kid, we were eating somewhere with family. Now I don't want to say who exactly it was. I'll say who it was. It was my now stepmom's dad. Was at the table with us, and he was coughing. And it's like the whole time you could hear him kind of spitting into his napkin. It was like, I'm not even hungry, y'all.
Yeah. That ruined my appetite. That's gross.
But is there anything, if you go into a restaurant, that will immediately ruin the meal? Whether it's, a baby crying or, people being loud or something at the table. If there's one thing that automatically you're like, this meal is ruined.
You're not talking about something like a bug or a hair in your food, right?
No, just kind of more of something from within the environment.
Gotcha. Yeah, maybe if like the table is super sticky.
Oh, it's something will take me out of a whole conversation for the whole meal is if the table's wobbly, because that's all I can think about.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. I'm with you, Rob. It's hard to concentrate then. That throws me off the whole time.
So annoying.
Wobbly table worse than a wobbly chair.
Ooh, I think a wobbly chair is worse. Because you can back up off of the table if you absolutely need to. But if you're in a chair, you're just like, whoa.
No, I something about that. I can work with a wobbly chair. The wobbly table is what would bother me more.
I remember my dad jumping into action with the napkin, folding up a napkin.
Oh yeah,
that was a dad.
I'm with you.
Roll.
We got any coasters? Give me a couple. Can I borrow a couple of those little paper coasters? I need to level this table.
Fix it right now.
I just did that the other day at a restaurant. Can I give me 3 of those coasters real quick? I'm gonna try to set this. The table wobbles.
A couple of Splendas or whatever you got. Such a dad move.
But it's super annoying when the table wobbles. But you're right, sticky table.
That's rough too.
You put your arms down, you make the mistake of putting your forearm on it, and it's like, oh, God, that's gross.
It's real gross. And then to get them to wipe it down.
Yeah. So that would probably do it.
Yeah. Sticky table may do it more so than a wobbly table.
Yeah, I hate a sticky table for sure.
Yeah, ugh.
I was trying to think if there's anything else that just comes to mind. My only other pet peeve is when they make me wait to pay when I'm trying to pay you, but that's not. I've already enjoyed the meal by that point.
Yeah.
But like you have the credit card out or whatever the cash, and you're just like you're holding it there like okay, hey, okay, I'll wait. Go ahead. Just wait.
Yeah, you look like
Don't make me wait to give you the money.
Yeah.
Come get the money so I can get the hell out of here.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
no dinging of the credit. Yeah. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Ace and Friends.
So summer is underway. Technically this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, is when summer officially gets underway. And all of a sudden, I don't know about anybody else, my TikTok, a ton of TikToks about sundresses. And we talked about this briefly the other day. What is a sundress? What is not a sundress? It's sundress season. Sundresses are the gray sweatpants for women, that kind of thing. On and on and on and on and on. But it made me wonder, Rob, what is something that you find sexy? Like, that's the type of thing we never hear Tech D Rob talk about. What do you find sexy? Like, Riggins talks about the fact that he likes a woman that'll punch him in the arm. Fair?
Sure. For purposes of this conversation, absolutely.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, what's something you find sexy?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like something specific like that. It's just like usually it's a big picture type situation. Like if they got a bunch of different things that I'm kind of into.
Okay. What's one of them?
I like pale skin on a woman.
Okay.
Okay.
So you prefer pale skin? Interesting.
I'm locked in. Pale skin.
So the more tan, you're like, not interested.
Unless there's tan lines. Tan lines are okay too, though.
Okay. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So pale skin.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what else. Yeah.
Like pony. Like, is there a hairstyle that you just love? Like bangs.
I just don't like a shortcut.
You don't like short hair. Okay. So you like long hair, pale skin.
Medium to long, yeah.
Medium to long. Okay. Glasses, no glasses.
Glasses are fine. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a certain fashion style that you like that you find sexy?
No.
Okay.
That I can think of. Yeah. I'm pretty open.
Okay.
Yeah. You like Sydney Sweeney's hot, right?
Right.
Yeah. So big boobs, like bedroom eyes, long blonde hair.
Yeah.
She is hot.
Yeah. I would say she's very hot, yes.
Yeah. Would that be your favorite celebrity right now?
It's her right now, yeah, but it used to be like Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
It's been a bunch of different people. At one point, if you'll remember, before they transitioned into
Elliot Page.
Yes, it used to be Ellen Page. So clearly, Ellen Page looked nothing like Sydney Sweeney. So I'm all over the place here.
Yeah.
So pale skin and medium to long hair.
Yeah, and I don't care what color it is. I do like. I will say that I'm typically more attracted to a redheaded woman.
That's right. We knew that.
Okay.
Yeah. Likes redhead. Do you think Kat Von D is hot? She's very pale.
She can be, but I think she wears a little too much makeup.
Okay.
Do you like the less makeup, the better?
I don't like makeup at all, typically.
Oh, okay. The more natural look.
Yeah.
Natural looking, pale, medium to long redhead.
Yeah.
That's your ultimate.
I guess so.
Ela Fisher?
If only my hair was a little bit longer.
Yeah, right.
He just described me.
Yeah.
I've secretly been lusting over you.
Right. That's exactly what it was.
Hold up. Are you ready? You ready? Ace and Friends.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Hello. Ace and Friends.
What's on your mind? This TikTok, the theme is, you've been pretty quiet. What's on your mind? And here's one person's answer.
I have often wondered how fruit by the foot is marketed in countries that do not use the imperial system, because after all, a significant amount of that product's appeal is derived from its alliterative name. I mean, they certainly can't call it fruit by the meter, because that does not make any sense. Or perhaps they simply change the name to something entirely different, or perhaps they do not market it at all in countries that do not use the imperial system.
I mean, oh my God.
Whoa.
I mean, he's got a point,
Yeah.
but oh my God. And I don't think he's joking. I think that's
He stays up at night. Thinking
Yeah.
I'm sure they find a way. They don't use feet. You know, I'm sure.
well, fruit. Yeah, no, you made a point. You said fruit by the meter. That just doesn't work. It's an alliteration.
Too much.
Yeah. Holy cow.
That's what he thinks about.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna too.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know why? Because it doesn't bother me. Why would I worry about that?
Yeah.
If they don't use the imperial system, okay.
The imperial. Is that what it's called? The imperial system?
I don't really know.
Oh my gosh.
I just always called it the American way.
Yeah, right.
Because I think are we the only country that doesn't use the metric system?
I think so.
I think we're the only country that doesn't use the metric system.
Yeah, we're behind the times.
I know Canada does.
Yeah, Rob's way into the metric system, but I think ours is way easier to understand.
I do too.
What? It's a foot. A foot is, it's like a ruler. It's a foot. It's an inch. It just makes more sense.
It makes a lot more sense to me.
I'm obviously biased, but
the metrics in increments of 10, hundreds, thousands, it's significantly easier.
Yeah, I just tried to do this. When I was a kid, they said the metric system was going to take over. When I was in elementary school, and we had to learn the metric system.
God, our lives would have been so much easier if it did.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, and I hate watching a video and they're like, we went 200 kilometers.
Yeah. Like, how far is that?
Now I gotta like convert. Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, I gotta Google the conversion now.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
I can't stand that stuff. Yeah, I'm glad we never switched over.
Yeah, if we haven't done it by now, we're not going to.
Good.
I don't see any reason to. I just remember in Major League Baseball, the Montreal Expos, before they moved and became the Washington Nationals, the Montreal Expos, because it was Canada, on the wall where they have the numbers to tell you like 342 feet, it would have it converted to meters or centimeters underneath that. I always thought, sucks.
I hate that. Hate it.
Love it.
Why does that have to be on the screen?
Do they have rulers in other parts of the world?
Yeah.
They don't?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I was going to say, how do they measure their
because didn't you ever had a ruler in school that was imperial on one side and meters or centimeters on the other?
So.
And yardsticks are basically almost 1 meter.
Right.
So yeah, it's out there. A lot of it's accessible to Americans.
I hate it.
Rob's the first person I've ever met, first American I've ever met. I wish we used the metric system.
Yeah, and he said it for years.
Yeah,
I've thought that since when I found out about the metric system. I was like, this is so much easier. Why aren't we using this?
Do you use it in conversation?
No, because you can't really in the United States because nothing is in that format.
Nobody else would know what you're talking about.
The only time I've ever used it is when I'm using like a socket. I have to get like a 7mm to do stuff in my car.
Land of the free, baby. Land of the free.
Yes.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
Strap in as we travel around the country for a few things that you might find interesting. These are of no importance in real life. Just might, like, hey, that's an interesting fact. For example, did you know that the charger for a MacBook has a tiny computer inside of it that regulates power flow? That tiny computer is as powerful as the processor in the original Mac computer.
That's crazy.
It's kind of hard to believe.
Yeah.
And those little bricks are not, they're super tiny.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. John Popper and his high school friend, Chris Barron, started a band called Trucking Company when they were in high school. Well, John Popper obviously left that band to go on and focus on his band that became successful, Blues Traveler. Still going strong to this day. Chris Barron decided, you know what, I like this band, Trucking Company, but I need to get a couple of new members, and I think I'm going to change the name. And he called that band the Spin Doctors.
Okay.
Two hugely successful bands in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
And the two guys were high school buddies.
That's
Blues
nuts.
Traveler and Spin Doctors. Both were very successful for a few years.
Are the Spin Doctors still around?
I think they played the Moo and Brew Festival here like 3 years ago or something like that. 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, open and close with
No.
Oh, I forgot the name.
Look around the world. Isn't that Spin Doctors?
That's not Spin Doctors.
Who's that?
Spin Doctors were Little Miss, Can't Be Wrong.
Oh, and Two Princes.
I Got a Pocket Full of Kryptonite and Two Princes. They had 3 hits.
I only know 2 of those.
Yeah, they had 2 number 1. I think both of those, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong and Two Princes, both hit number 1.
I fell in love
the same
Two
album.
Princes.
Oh, that's right. The little girl in the dentist office.
Mm-hmm. I was a little kid too, though.
Was it dentist or doctor?
A hair salon. I was waiting for my mom to get her haircut.
One more thing you might find interesting. Detroit gained more than 1,800 residents between 2022 and 2023. That is the city's first growth in 65 years.
Wow.
Detroit's population had declined. Detroit proper's population had declined every single year since 1958.
Well, people were getting shot.
Yeah, in 1958, Detroit had more than 1.8 million residents. Today, 633,000. Oh. Now, a lot of that is people who have moved to the suburbs just outside of Detroit, but it does speak to the fact that people are fleeing Detroit like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't feel safe up there.
It's been 65 years.
But now it's going back up.
Since they had, what, 1,200 people.
Well, I mean, I will say there's a resurgence in, like, just the city looks better than ever now. Because before it looked like garbage. So I get it, at least. It's getting better.
Yeah, it's one of those cities that I root for. Like, at its the Detroit car, the auto industry, all that stuff. Like, that was a proud city.
Yeah.
And now it's not so much. Maybe it's on the comeback, though. Thanks to does your family doesn't live in Detroit, right, Rob?
Nope. They also live in the outskirts of
in the suburbs. Okay,
right outside of Detroit.
But it is like saying you live in Charlotte if you live in Huntersville or something like that, right? Right. Okay. So yeah, I know people that go to Detroit regularly. They love it. I think it's fantastic.
I've never been.
Like before 9.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. Yeah. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is Ace and Friends.
I saw something fascinating on Twitter yesterday. Age 33 is the point of no return when it comes to popular music. It's even earned a name. It's called the taste freeze. And they were asking, it's from Psychology Today, do you suffer from taste freeze? Age 33 is where you quit caring at all about what's popular. Now, our situation is a little bit different simply because we've worked in year-round radio and different musical formats, and we have to kind of pay attention to what's happening. But for your own personal listening taste, they say most people stop. Most people, I've seen these surveys, most people stop paying attention to a lot of new music. By high school and college, your musical taste is formed, and you don't change much from that. And then according to this, at age 33, you quit worrying about any new music that comes along.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
If you stopped listening at 33, Riggins, that would have been, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
So who would still be around that you would, is there anybody that immediately comes to mind? Because if I stopped at age 33,
I mean, Drake. I mean, I found Drake when I was in high school or early college. Yeah, okay. Maybe college. So Drake's still the biggest rapper in the world.
But I think, again, that you stay with Drake because you got Drake early. You know, do you still want to hear it when he puts out new stuff? Do you still care about it as much?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's
good. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean,
but again, that's one of those that was formed early.
Yeah, in college.
It's been with you since college.
Yeah. So who new have I found in the last couple of years?
Anybody that pops up new?
I mean, I wanted to check out the new Billie Eilish album that was out this week.
Yeah.
I know Riggins and I are both into that band Lawrence.
Yeah, they're good.
They're really new.
Yeah, like hearing new stuff from them. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's that seems early. 33, you stop caring about new music?
See, I think that sounds about right. I think for the average person who doesn't work around radio stations and all that, I think the average person by 33, most people they've had a kid or they're in a serious relationship. They're focused on career. They don't have time to take in a lot of new stuff. It's like I'm busy. I got a life to live. Let's see. When I was 33, I would have had about to have my second child. About a year away from having my second child. And when you have 2 kids, you don't worry about new music a lot. You got a lot going on.
Yeah.
You're listening to a lot of, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Yeah. Maybe every now and then you get a remix of that. That's about it. That's how you know you're getting older, when you get hyped up because of a Wheels on the Bus remix that they just dropped.
This is Ace and Friends.
They say there are only 2 things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
This is Ace and Friends.
Is there a musical artist that you can think of that you wish would make a comeback? We were talking about at what age you quit paying attention to new music earlier. Who's somebody that you can look at and go, man, I wish they would make a comeback? That person, this person, that person. Rob, anybody that comes to mind immediately?
Well,
no matter the genre.
Yeah. The one I'm thinking of kind of already did this year, and it's Creed.
Yeah. Yeah. They didn't put out anything new. Goes, Creed?
I think they might.
They haven't put out anything new yet, though, right?
No, not yet.
Just announced a tour.
Mm-hmm. And they did a cruise situation.
Yeah, they did the Creed cruise.
Oh my God, the Creed cruise.
Oh, and
they jump right off the boat.
I think it was called something like High School in the 90s or something like that.
They should have called it the Creed Cruise. That's way better.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody else on that same tour, the cruise though, that I would like to see do new music is Three Doors Down as well.
Yeah, still out there playing
Kryptonite?
shows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
really?
I got a lot more.
Call me Superman.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I need some daggum Trapped.
I cannot wait to get this over now, this show over, so I can listen to Creed in my car. Can you take me higher?
I need more of that.
That song gets you pumped up.
Daggum need some Limp Bizkit, new music from them.
Now,
that would be fun. That would be fun if it was like a great song. But they did make a comeback a couple years ago. It was awful.
Well, they're
it was
playing,
awful.
But they're headlining huge places.
Yeah, on their old stuff.
Yeah.
But like if they came out with like a new great, catchy song like they used to, that'd be kind of cool.
Trying to think of other butt rock, I guess.
Yeah.
Butt rock.
Oh, Stained. What's name doing country music now? Need to bring it back to daggum rock.
Aaron Lewis does straight up country. He's very conservative too.
He's kind of a jerk, isn't he?
I don't know.
I have heard that he might be a little bit. Oh, Hinder. Come on now. Lips of an Angel.
Lips of an Angel? It's Rob.
Woo!
Yes.
It's really good to hear your voice.
Saying my name sounds so sweet.
I can't even listen to that without smiling. It's just so funny.
They had a song, Hinder had a song called Use Me that was one of the best rock songs in about a decade, and nobody else wanted to listen to it.
The lyrics are what?
She's going to use me, but I like it.
Yeah.
And it was great. I mean, I'm making a list. I got to listen to Creed and Hinder. My house is a minute away from here, and I'm probably going to drive around for 40 minutes today just listening to songs before I go home. Rob's got me pumped all of a sudden.
This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
Okay, we're talking about artists we'd like to see make a comeback. So we've covered the butt rock genre. What else is out there? Country, 80s.
I'm trying to think of some country people.
Let me give you a song that came up on my phone the other day, and it reminded me. Golly, this guy was huge from like 86 to 95. And then he just kind of quit making music for a while and wrote some songs for NSYNC and other bands. It was huge. But the world could use a good Richard Marx song right now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. The world could use some Richard Marx at this moment.
Oh, he's pretty prevalent on Twitter. I see his tweets.
Yeah, that's kind of. He's very liberal, and he can be kind of nasty to people, which is fine. I don't even. That's your thing.
What was a big Richard Marx song?
Right Here Waiting.
Yeah, he had a bunch.
Wherever you go, whatever you do,
I'll be right there.
I'll be right here waiting.
Yeah,
for
I know
you.
that one.
Right Here Waiting. Don't Mean Nothing is my favorite Richard Marx song.
Keep on Loving You, is that him too?
No, that's REO Speedwagon. Watch your.
My bad. Sorry.
Keep on loving you.
Because it's the only thing I want to do. I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep. I Just want to keep on loving you.
Sounds like you want an REO Speedwagon, Ruby.
That is good stuff. REO Speedwagon's still playing. They're still playing arenas.
They're not making new music, right?
I don't think so. But I mean, when you got that catalog, who needs to? REO Speedwagon and Styx, I think, are on tour right now.
Oh, I know. Will Smith needs to get back into music.
That would be interesting.
The world could use a fun Will Smith hip hop song right now. If it just wasn't by Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we forgiven Will Smith? Are we ready to forgive Will Smith enough if he came back with a bang? If he came back with like another, not getting jiggy with it, but something that made everybody smile like that, is that the way to find forgiveness for Will Smith?
Yeah.
We don't need a good movie.
Yeah.
We need just a fun hip hop song.
He's trying to make the new Bad Boys movie kind of like his apologetic run.
That's right. I forgot there's a new Bad Boys movie coming out.
It comes out soon.
Yeah.
Like, remember, you loved me. You loved me at one point.
Yeah. This is You Loved Me in Bad Boys with Martin Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a Will Smith banger would be okay.
I would listen to that. Absolutely.
Just give us another Wild Wild West song and we'll be good.
Not a Wild Wild West song.
That's the best song by him.
Country wise, he's still out there, but I still think a good Travis Tritt song never steers me wrong. I could use a good Southern rock Travis Tritt song right now.
Murphy Lee needs a new song.
Murphy Lee. What the hook gonna be?
Yeah, of course.
That was out of left field.
That was a good song, though, Ron. That wasn't a loud left field, though.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
I have to admit, my favorite thing today is our conversation about butt rock, because now all I hear in my head is, hear your voice saying my name, it sounds so sweet. Coming from the lips of an angel.
My girl's in the next room.
Oh my God, Rob. Theory of a Dead Man.
Oh. Well.
No, wait, I'm sorry. You that's not the song you were singing, but you just reminded me of Theory of a Dead Man.
Yeah, well, Theory of a Dead Man, I think they've tried to make new songs, and it's just not going well.
Theory of a Dead Man have a couple songs here and there that were amazing.
Yeah, the Bee Came Back is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Bad Girlfriend.
Yeah, Bad Girlfriend may be top of the list. Well, there's another one called White Trash that is hilarious. And fantastic.
Hate My Life is another one by them.
Yes, Hate My Life is awesome.
Starts off with the phrase, I'm so sick of the hobos, always begging for change.
What is it? I got to go to work, but they just hang around and get paid.
Mm-hmm.
I hate all my wife. She's always up my ass. She's something or other, but I don't have the cash.
Yeah.
I hate my job, all of my rich friends. I hate everyone till the bitter end.
They do a lot of complaining in their songs.
Nothing turned out right. I hate my life. Which is very similar to a band I don't want to see make a comeback, but I loved this one song. Puddle of Mud, She Effing Hates Me, is a great song.
You don't want Puddle of Mud to come back?
That guy's he just needs to take a little break and go home and get some rest.
I guess I don't know what's going on with him. But.
Well, he's been arrested like a bajillion times for falling off the stage drunk. He got fist fight with the crowd, fighting with his band members on stage, all kinds of stuff. They've had lots of issues through the past few years.
They had a lot of other good songs too, like Blurry.
Blurry was okay.
Oh, you're kidding me. It's great.
Everything's so blurry. But all those songs are starting to sound the same to me by that point.
Oh, when you look up that dude, the first picture is his mugshot.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wes Scanlon is his name.
Wes Scanlon. It literally, Google just shows you his mugshot.
Yeah. My man's had some struggles. He's had a tough go of it. Self-imposed, but he still had a tough go. But She Effing Hates Me is a great song. Love that. I think Riggins mentioned this one day, and I think we've got to remember, maybe we should start doing, Tech D Rob's Butt Rock Feature of the Week or something like that.
Oh, I got plenty.
We got to come up with a catchy name like this wouldn't work, like not the Butt Rock Ballad of the Week, but You know, like the Butt Rock Minute or something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know where
Something.
Rob brings us one feature every week. His Butt Rock pick of the week.
Yeah, butt
We'll work on that for tomorrow. We'll see you
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.